You're listening to PMN Tonga with John Pulu.
Whakatolo atu hou e ki pia moe ka kai e whanua. You are listening to PMN Tonga. It's just after 5:30 here on Radio 531 PI, the station that brings Pacific people together. Now, back to sport now. The Rugby League Carnival is on for ages 6 to 12 years old at the Avondale racecourse. And the Tongan League Hakulā has 45 teams are taking part. We've got our league man, Mr. Hengi Fusitu'a, here with us now with the details. Hengi, malo tau lava. Always great to have you on our polokalama tokoua.
Likewise, man, and good to be back, John.
Koia, Aupito. This is exciting. We've got so many teams taking part in this competition or this carnival. Tell us more.
I know it's arguably apparently the biggest tournament in Australasia in terms of team numbers, because we have around 144 teams altogether, representing Tonga, Samoa, Niue, Cook Island, and New Zealand Māori. So it's good to see the growth from when we started back in 2016. That it's keep on growing, and I think we are at capacity now. Hopefully, we can find some more resources next year to get some more fields. But Avondale Racecourse is the biggest field in New Zealand with 14 full field. So we at capacity now at Avondale Racecourse. So it's exciting time. So we'll try to survive this Saturday first.
Monia Pito, ka koe mea lelei mo oni e henge tau wakai atu ki he whānau. They're getting involved, they're getting out there, but also they're part of something special. It's a Tongan team. Tell us, some of the families that are involved in this.
Oh, mate, most of them siblings of kids that have been with us before.
Yeah, so it's a generation.
So it's a 50-50 split, yes. 50-50 split where the newer players are coming in, but most of the parents that keep on coming back, it's younger siblings of kids that have been with us before.
Wow.
So it's good to see the return customer that we have, but also good to have the newer ones coming through too.
And tell us about the Hakulā. For those who may not know about this wonderful, I guess it's a community now, because it's helped promote some of the players that we now know, like Jason Taumalolo, just to name a few.
Yeah, Hakulā has been going for about 28 years. I'm only been involved the last few years. There have been some fantastic people that been involved before, carrying the flags, and now right now we're just a caretaker now. So hopefully we're gonna leave it in a good place for the next lot to come through. So basically what we're doing, we back when we come back and get involved, there was no space for Pacifica Rugby League in New Zealand. There was none.
Really?
There was always something for the Māoris, and part of our portfolios is try to grow that space. But we didn't realize it's going to grow this big. It has become like we did a little pre-tournament last week, and that was there was too many teams, and but it's good for us to keep on growing, and I think next year we might be pushing more than 200 teams.
Oh yeah, that is fantastic about e hoko pehea toi pe, because what are you telling? What is the end goal for these young ones when they come and play at this young age? Where would you like to see them go from here? Obviously, take it to the next level, eh?
Yeah, the number one aim for us is to get our kids being involved with their cultural upbringing, especially Tongan, Samoans, Cook Island, Niue, because being a New Zealand born, I was born and raised up in Tonga. I was fortunate enough to be involved in those things. But with a New Zealand born kids that grow up in New Zealand, there is no direct platform that we feel that they get involved with. But having sports, which we're looking to kind of expand next year. Our aim next year is to scale it up nationally, and also reaching into other sports too. I know this year we have our first Hakulā Nationals in July, where we have teams from Wellington, Northland, Christchurch was unfortunately didn't make it down, but Bay of Plenty and Waikato.
Cool, yeah.
So our next for next year, funny enough, we already talked to our funders today that we're going to need to scale it up, and we're going to take this on a road show to Wellington, Christchurch, and Waikato.
Wow, that would be awesome. Tō atu au pito. So tell us the details for this coming weekend with the competition. Ui e pemo whakawhi e kakai whanua, ke ni i koe nung na wofi atu koe ki he wahenga koe ni Avondale o Avondale, ke nau lava atu o pou e tau ngahi timi.
Oh man, the Tongan flags will be all over the show there because, as you mentioned before, we got the biggest numbers represented at the tournament. Other nations, they got 20 teams. They got I think the biggest is Samoa with 26 teams, and we got more than 40. And it's going to be in Avondale. We're going to have a march. It's an Olympic type of setup where 8 a.m. in the morning, each nations will march and represent their flags. In 9 o'clock is when the first game started with like 27 fields all playing at the same time, starting at 9 o'clock. So there will be a lot of island food in there too. So yeah, if you're looking for that island food fix, it's all going to be at Avondale this Saturday.
Tō atu au pito. And now that we're still with the league buzz, something special is also happening. It's the NRL preliminary final match between the the Warriors and the Brisbane Broncos. Goodness me, what a great time to be alive, Hengi.
Mate, and this is I think the success that we have at Hakulā with the team numbers, that's a direct result of the 2017 success of MMT. And now it's live on with these kids coming through. In hey, with the Warriors too, I think we mentioned earlier when we talked on the phone that we officially align with the Warriors this year. Last year, they employed a guy named Andrew McFadden, who's coming back to run the pathways for the New Zealand Warriors. He sold us a dream, and we believe that the best way for us in New Zealand is try to retain our talent here in New Zealand when they're young. After high school, they still stay here in New Zealand. So we officially signed with the Warriors, and it's good to see the success. And it's also good to see we have a lot of Tongan kids coming through the Warrior system. With their extra under 19 this year. They had a squad of 22. We had 15 in there.
That's
from
awesome.
The Hakulā system. Looking forward to it, and yeah, can't wait for the game on Saturday. Hopefully, it's going to be a good result for the Warriors.
And I hate to put you on the spot, but what's your prediction?
Mate, you're putting me on the spot right there. I think it will be 22-20 to the Warriors. It's going to be a tight game.
So exciting, so exciting. Well, Hengi malo apito si kau mai he polo kalama malo mo si ngau e lahi me hena ke pou e tau whanau koe hako tupu e ne whanua pe ko kinau tolu te nau tataki ki tau tolu I he kahao wawe mai tau te whito ke kinau tolu koe te nau whiwhiri ke hoko atu I he mala e o e sipoti. Malo apito si kau mai he polo kalama koe ni o e whiawhini. Up the Hakulā and up the Wās he whiawhini. O whalahi atu kia koe Hengi.
Ofatu sona and yes, up the Wās.
Take care, my brother. Ho e ki pia mo e kakai whanua koe aloha ken ke toi